Greetings and welcome to Magic with Tamala Farron. Today we're going to talk about oracle cards and tarot decks. But we're going to kind of give these specific decks a little bit more to go for. Now, a lot of people, and I know a lot of people who have all types of animals, whether it's cats, dogs, bearded dragons, birds, snakes, lizards, whatever you have. There's usually a deck for this. Now, you can go as far as The Witch's Familiar, and that's done by Barbara Michael-John Free, Flavia, Kate Peters, and designed by Kate Osborne. Absolutely beautiful deck. You get a book with it as well, and it's an oracle deck, and it explains each card. If you don't do it my way and you want to read it, it explains each card, but this is what the back looks like. And there's all types of animals on here. Frog, and he represents creativity. Now, Brownie for protection. Remember, this said Witch's Familiars. Boar, ferocity. Goblin, malice. Snake, rebirth. Rat, adaptability. Let's see. Bat, direction. Hare, transformation. That just makes me think of the original Wickham Man. You have owl, wisdom. These are beautifully done, very beautifully done, and can be used for any reading. They are just a connection to the animal or familiars that we use and that we connect with. So they're beautifully done, but they also give you the ability to work with your familiars. They give you a little bit of insight on each type of familiar, what it's good for, what it does, and it also gives direction when you're doing a reading. It's really a beautiful deck, but this is only one deck geared to this. I mean, you've got other things that can be represented, such as mythical beasts, the unicorn. And this one is Magical Unicorns Oracle Deck. And this is done by Doreen Virtue. And it is an absolutely beautiful 64 card deck. And it comes with a, where'd it go? Ivy. Now I know where it is. With a lovely little book. And again, you've got pictures and explanations in here. And I tend to like unicorns. So, we have all different kinds. Change. And this one says, the changes that you're going through are positive. Listen to your true feelings. And this one says, don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. Practice. The best way to be good at a skill is to practice. Practice, practice until you get it right. These are all very, very beautifully done. It's an older deck. I honestly think I might have got it in the 80s or 90s, early 90s maybe. But it's very beautiful and very nicely done. I love the backs. Aren't they gorgeous? But this is another deck that you can use to connect with your familiar or with animals in general, okay? Now, if you're doing like dragons, there are dragon decks. There are decks for the winged horse, Pegasus. There are decks for just cats. Cats. Tarot for cats. And this one here is, again, another older version. Came back years ago. We don't need to say how many. And it is absolutely gorgeous by Regan Dennis, illustrated by Kipling West. And it's the major arcana, but cat-wise. The devil. Yeah. Looks like my baby. Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot. And these are beautifully done. I mean, they're sweet, they're adorable, they've got character, and you can use them just like you can any other tarot deck. It's only the major arcana, and like I said, it's beautifully done. They come with a book, and the book is very nicely, it literally gives you the card and the meanings, everything. So it's really done beautifully. It's like absolutely gorgeous. But there are other cat tarot decks out there, or oracle decks, that you can find anywhere. The essence of what we do is connecting to the earth, connecting to animals and birds and reptiles and whatnot is all a part of that. So if we have a connection to cats, or we have a connection to dogs, or we have a connection to foxes, we try to amplify the interest with this. And sometimes, just by having them present in your tarot or oracle decks, it brings forth an extra strength, an extra powerful energy that just, you can feel the connection. This is a deck that, oh my gosh, I've had about 33 years. And it's a shamanistic deck, but it's a totem animal deck. And I honestly no longer have the box for this. I keep it in a wooden box. But this deck, you can find it online. I have literally got to go look it up to see what it's called. But they have different aspects of the coyote. And the book that comes with it, that I couldn't find today, but I know I've got, it gives you, for each animal, a depiction of what their attributes are, what they're good for, what they represent as a totem, what they represent if they cross your path. Absolutely beautiful deck. Elk. Badger. Raven. Spider. Yay. Otter. Owl. I keep finding owls. I think my mom's around me. Ivy. But there are all different kinds here. Crow, bat, hummingbird, whale, ant, turkey. My daughter would love that. Deer, dragonfly, I mean, it's not just animals, it's other aspects of nature that surround us and literally are signs and symbols and attributes that connect to us. One of the things my mom used to say, if you saw a butterfly, somebody was trying to get a message through to you. This was huge, absolutely huge. And I always took it as that. Somebody, the connection was there. Somebody was coming through. It's like owl wisdom. The only time I've ever seen owls is when I'm looking for a new aspect or I'm looking for something to show me direction, wisdom. And I'll see an owl. It doesn't matter where it is, on top of a hydro pole, on top of, a tree that I don't even look at on a regular basis. There are just, I've walked into nature centers and somebody is holding an owl on their arm. And I'm just sitting there going, seriously? Wow. Slap me with the information. It happens. It's just like snakes. It's just like snakes. They come across my path whenever I need them. Frogs, toads, same way. It's just one of those things. And you even get a couple of cards that are blank. And you can do your own. Lizard, antelope, fox, hawk, let me see here, dog, dolphin, armadillo, weasel, I can name a few people that act like that, buffalo, porcupine. They're just absolutely beautiful. And like I said, this is a very old deck. As soon as I find the information, I'll put it below. But it's a really good deck for totem animals, for familiars, for connecting to the animal kingdom. That's what these cards are all about, connecting. Extending our energy to something that we feel a connection to. It can be our cat, our dog, our bearded dragon, our snake, parrot, budgie, canary, whatever, fish. Some people have fish and they connect to it because of the element of water. And that's cool too. Seahorses. This is all literally connection. And that's how we read these cards, is by connection. So every illustration, every aspect that we see brings forth an answer to something that we are doing in a reading. Everything gives forth energy, and images give forth the information to read and explain to somebody. And this connection to nature is another step. I hope you love these decks. I know I do. And I'm sure that you have many decks that are similar, or now you will, because you'll probably go out and get one. But they're absolutely beautiful. And I really enjoy working with them, especially if I'm working with children. If I'm doing for a young person a reading, or a teenager I'm doing a reading for, this kind of amplifies, because it connects with the child as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. Do me a favor, click like and subscribe. And I have more videos going down real soon, like right after this one. Have a blessed Saturday. Take care. So mote it be.